Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Jaclyn Hill highlighters. I know I'm super late, but I still want to share my thoughts on it with you guys, so stay tuned. Alrighty guys, so I don't have the loose face setting powder, but I do have the little loose highlighters and the palette as well. Let's start off with the palette. I have the Flare. It comes in this white packaging. And then you get this super cute, very sleek and shiny packaging. It feels really expensive. It's heavy. It does not feel cheap at all. It is made in Italy, so that explains why the packaging is just super nice, super luxe. And then once you open it, you get a mirror. Sorry, mine's been used, so it is a little dirty. You get a mirror. This is the Flare palette, so this is supposed to be for medium to deep complexions. However, only shades that I can truly use as a highlight would be this guy right here and this one. These two I would use as eyeshadow. I had the same issue with the Flash palette. There was only maybe one shade that would fit my skin tone, so that's why I reached for this one. This guy right here I'm going to be using like in the summertime, and then the glow up one I can use like for my skin tone right now. In order to showcase you guys both formulas, I'm going to use the palette on my nose. Aside from the 3 highlights that she also launched 3 synthetic brushes, which they're actually really nice. I own the JO2, which is this guy right here, but these brushes are specifically made to go with each formula. So JO2 goes with the palette. She also has a JO3 brush. It's a little fan. I don't own it. I have used it though, and it's really nice. But this is specifically for the palette. It's the synthetic brush. I actually really like the packaging. I typically don't like when the brushes are like blinged out, but this one has like little flecks of shimmer, but it's inside the brush, so it doesn't have like this weird texture. I'm gonna go into the shade Glow Up. I'm just gonna pick some up on my brush, and I'm gonna brush this down my nose. And then a little bit on my cupid's bow. I'm also gonna take some of this and kind of just throw it on here. I am testing out the Dose of Colors foundation and I hate it. You can see it's separated on my nose. I just don't like it for myself. I'm not saying it's bad. I just can't do matte. So disregard my foundation, please. And then just a little bit like on the high point of my forehead. You see, you get a nice little glow. I would say this is like medium to buildable when it comes to the intensity of the highlight. Now we're gonna move on to the loose highlighter. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe Prep and Set just so that the highlight picks up nicely. And avoid getting my hair. My skin needs this drink right now. I need a drink right now. Iced vanilla latte with coconut milk. So this is the loose highlighter. It's this little component, and I'm going in with the shade Bomb. The only thing I would say is that these little holes aren't the easiest to deposit product from. I struggle with like trying to get some out. I have to smack the back of the highlighter, so that would be my only complaint. Since I don't have the JO3 brush, I'm gonna use my Morphe Gilded brush. I don't even know what number this is because it faded off. So with this formula, you wanna be really careful. A little bit goes a long way. So I'm just gonna deposit the product where I want it. Just slowly tapping it on. Yeah, and I'm being really careful with my placement because it's really easy to get carried away with this guy. But can you see that? Like, it's so blinding. And you just want to slowly build with this guy. Like, slowly get it to how intense you want it, because trust me, before you know it, you will have a blinding highlight. I know you guys see that. It just has like, it gives you like this wet skin-like finish, which I really like. My nose looks cute too, like this little, like that. I wish I had the powder. I'm thinking about buying it. This little loose highlighter was a gift from my coworker who had a Secret Santa, and I wanted it. So shout out to Jason for getting me the product. And the palette was given to me by Morphe, so I was able to get a hold of the two. This isn't a highlighter that I can do at the very end, at least myself. I need to do this before I go in with like contour and stuff, because I feel like I kind of get carried away with it. Using my JH05, I'm gonna go in with my Morphe Megastar bronzer, and I'm gonna work this into the skin, starting at the temples of my forehead and just kind of bringing it inwards. My freaking hair is all over the place. Look at that. And I'm just gonna blend this into my cheekbones. You all see that, right? I'm gonna go in with some blush. I'm going in with my Morphe Blush Trio in the shade Pop of Peach. My E4 brush, the best blush brush out there. Stop the excess. And now to drench my skin in some more setting spray. Well, if you're balling on a budget and you have to decide between the palette or the loose, do the loose one. I feel like this one's great if you are a makeup artist. It's gonna come in handy because you do get a few different shades for your clients. So if you're a traveling makeup artist, definitely recommend this for your kit. It's a nice highlight. But if it's for yourself and you just need a new bomb highlight, love a blinding highlight, then this one is for you. This shade Bomb, I would say, is like a more universal shade. It has like a little hint of gold in it, so I feel like it's gonna work on most skin tones. Beneath this one is Extra. It's if you like a really icy, like silver highlight. However, that one did not work for me. Usually I can pull those off, but in this shade range it just wasn't for me. So just a heads up on that in case you are ordering online. But yeah guys, those are my thoughts. I really like the loose highlighter. I have been in the market for a highlighter. Prior to this, I was using the Anastasia X Amrezy highlight, which I was already at pan, but I was still digging in it because it's such a beautiful highlight. I do own others, but they just don't give me what I want. This one did that for me, so if you guys need a new highlight, I do recommend this one. That completes today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing new year, and I'll see you on my next one.